must go with it.
settle down
Let's go with it.
Let's go inside, yeah, please. Let's clear this.
is orchestrated now. Gathering these flare the eyes of
Don't go in,
the
please. Don't go in.
You're doing what is happening.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. Tell them to feel what's happening.
flare eyes.
Record him as his
Your Excellency, Your Excellency, it's not right.
continue recording.
Don't do that.
60 years after, we are gathered to know the way
Are we
forward.
gonna? Let's go. Let's go.
Retrospectively, what we are.
Some unfortunate circumstances there, right? Very unfortunate. The state needs so much commitment and focus to delivering the dividends of democracy and rescue the state from so much forces, forces of nature, forces of maladministration, forces of setback, forces of irresponsible and unaccountable leadership. I'm sure this fighting would not be necessary. I will not hold, I will not for any reason step into any form of support for any of these guys. But I've consistently said it and I've been very consistent about this. This fight is not for the benefit of the state. Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, if you say that you are surprised about the outcome of this whole process, then you're not being sincere. You've joined your boss to fight virtually. You've been part of the fighting spree, fighting the Comrade Governor Shomole, and then the APC moved on to PDP, tried to fight the legacy PDP, or the owners of the party, so to speak. There have been fights with the palace, of course, due respect to the Omonoba, who has been that father enough to allow things be and respect the office of governor. We were, of course, even if we decide to keep quiet, doesn't mean that we are not. We respect both institutions, so that's what we keep quiet. But the fighting, Dan Osiobi, Bede Yaman, a couple of other persons, have also received feasted attention from the government. So, Comrade, you are aware that this was going to happen, right? And for those of you that are the friends of the governor, claiming that was a routine. The deputy governor is a privileged member of the executive council. And then if there was a routine like that his media aides will have to be accredited for a government event, I'm sure he would not be feigning ignorance or not be aware. The fact that wasn't supposed to be the routine meant that it was created to just make the fight look. And it's looking like maybe the deputy governor was right, actually, that there was a plan to actually impeach him. Again, I'm not holding words for him. I'm here stating the fact, because this fight is not to our benefit. And to be very sincere, suddenly we are seeing Governor Obaseki now becoming very accessible, open, visiting the stadium, going around, going to birthday parties and events. As someone who has been around for a while, I can tell you, if not for the deputy governor's open hand, this government has been largely inaccessible by Adolites. Of course, many people are not talking now. That's to tell you, you that is a position that is opening. When fire starts, the number will send you. A lot of these people that have collected so much and never benefited. No money got to me. Nobody, no office, nothing. But I'm sure the deputy governor was available. Whether you say he had the political ambition at heart, how politicians want to be ambitious. The governor also have got another political career ahead of him. If Atiku Abubakar had been president, the governor should be moving forward. So everybody has got ambition, but the man was accessible. I personally have visited the deputy governor's office with a couple of friends, one or two ideas, and then I see how we embrace it. I see how much he launched into several projects. I see how he was available to entertain us in the state. The governor never, he doesn't appear in any event, only for government event and his small circle of friends. Suddenly, he wants to be. Again, I'm not holding words for the deputy governor. No direct benefit for anything, but we must say the truth. Now the governor is not trying to be big brother to everybody. He's not trying to appear everywhere. But it is this man, deputy governor, that have made government accessible to people. I'm not saying put road. I don't know about any other thing. I'll leave all that conversation about whether the state is actually where it is, because the governor was sold and bought as a technocrat and not a politician. But he's not fighting dirty and naked in public as he is a politician. And it's unfortunate, quite unfortunate. I expected more from Governor Godwin Obaseki. Just the way I still think that Deputy Governor can mellow down on his ambition to be governor. Yes, I think so. He can chill. 4 years. 2028 is just a corner away. And I'm sure it will not be a bad idea if he decides to allow this governorship election to go without him contesting. It will help him. I know people may not listen. A lot of time politicians are surrounded with yes sir men and people that say go on, able governor in waiting and all that. If you ask me, let him rest. Let him rest. And then it's not because he's done so much. I put have been a government since 1999. Right? It's not because there's been any terrible thing. He has not, of course. He's tried his best as deputy governor. What is the constitutional requirement? Delegated office. And the few things that be committed to his hands, sports, and a couple of other things, he's done well with it, right? But we just expect that by now the government should be concentrating on building the legacy of this government, which is focusing on very key critical infrastructures in this state. The governor has tried to modernize governance and digitalize a whole lot of things. But the people, you can see that the body language, people are requesting for more infrastructures, roads, construction, maybe look at education, stabilize a couple of these things. It would help. Because at the end of the day, people are going to remember you for these things. And I like the fact that the governor was sold and bought as a technocrat. But then, it's not looking like. So, let this fight end. Stop taking side with any of these guys. This fight is not to our benefit. There are people that are just making money. A lot of these bloggers are shouting. Some of them are shouting from abroad. They are just making money from the guys. They are sending them money to keep shouting. It doesn't benefit. For us as a person, for me as a person, let the focus be on the state. Let Edo get better. We have a couple of months left. It's not yet so time to abandon governance to focus on politicking. Governance first. All right, I'll catch you some other time and let Edo win.
Let's go with it. Let's go with it.
Let's go inside, yeah, please. Let's clear this.
It's orchestrated now. Candidates declare the eyes.
Don't go in, please. Don't go in.
If you're doing what is happening.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. Tell them to feel what's happening.
The eyes.
So just hold on. Let me get instruction. Just hold on. Let me get instruction. Do that.
Record him as his
No, Your Excellency. Your Excellency is not right.
Continue recording.
Don't do that.
Our fathers for our common destiny. 60 years after, we are gathered to know the way
Can we
forward.
go now? Let's go. Let's go.
Retrospectively, what we are.
Where's the boss?